For more on the implications of this, let's turn to former CIA officer and former prosecutor Jack Rice, giving us some of his time once again tonight. And thank you for doing so, Jack. Could this be a missing link, or maybe better, is it a linchpin, turning point, whichever cliche is most appropriate, towards some sort of manner of actual substantive investigation into Bush administration policy here, and what the Congress was and was not told by the CIA post 9/11, whether it's about torture, whether it's about warrantless wiretapping, or anything else relating to the agency?
Potentially, what it's really about now is about credibility, because there's really two parts to this as we listen to Andrea's report here. The first part is not providing all of the information that the CIA had. That's one part. But if they actually purposely lied here, the next piece of this investigation, I'm thinking about this as a former prosecutor now, I want to know, was it one briefer who just screwed up? Was it the CIA who drove them to screw up? Or was it the White House who told the CIA to tell the briefer to screw up? So either way, that's the real question now. And so if we think about what Congress is looking for, they have an obligation to hear all of this intelligence. If they're not getting it, they should be upset.
The striking difference between the characterization of this, of what Leon Panetta said he said, and what 6 people listening to him said he said, it certainly fits into the history of the CIA very nicely, but does it at all help us, does that history at all help us understand or at least figure out where we should place our bets on who's telling the truth, the CIA or these 6 congressmen who are, as Andrea mentioned, allied with Speaker Pelosi, who kind of went off the end of a pier there without the support from Leon Panetta in May?
If we look at what's happened since 2001, it appears that politics have driven the CIA to do a lot of things. They have said a lot of things. Their conclusions have been questioned in 15 or 20 different directions, and what they have said over and over has driven members of Congress and even the current White House to question those very same things. So if we think of it from that perspective, and the fact that they're not actually providing all of the information that's at their disposal, that they're capable of providing, I think it really does drive even more questions into the ring. And now, what is it that they know? I hate to come back with the old cliche, and when did they know it? I mean, those are issues that we're going to have to figure out, and we're going to have to figure out very, very soon.
It is not the policy or practice of the CIA to mislead Congress. Panetta said that on May 15th. His statement now on July 8th says the same thing, exact same wording. They're not changing the wording at all. Obviously, words and direction that those words send people in are vital in something like this. The nuance is everything. Is there anything in there that says if it's not the policy and it is neither the policy nor the practice, does that mean it didn't happen?
No, it doesn't, does it? I mean, that's the obvious thing. So we can say, so normally we don't lie to you, but we lied to you this time. I mean, is that our conclusion? Is that what we stand by? Well, that makes me feel so much better if I'm a member of Congress, or frankly, just an average American citizen.
And Jack, if it is true, and Andrea has just said that this is what appears to be the case, that these instances of misleading Congress and or not fully briefing them, depending on whether you believe Panetta's versions and terminology or you believe Congress's versions, this was not waterboarding, this was not interrogation. What are the possibilities? What more is there out there that we don't even know about?
Well, see, that, again, is the biggest question, Keith. Again, even if this isn't about terrorism or waterboarding, it's the credibility factor now. It's about what it is that the intelligence community, what the CIA was doing on behalf of the American people. And if they're not willing to provide accurate intelligence, then what is going on? This is really the broader question. If we can't believe what was going on outside of the terrorism realm, or at least outside of the torture realm, then how can we possibly believe what was going on inside the torture realm? That's the question we need to find out now.
Because right now it stands as, we didn't lie to you, but we didn't tell you the truth either. Jack Rice, formerly of the CIA, who's, as he said there, former prosecution role coming into play here too. Great thanks for your time, Jack.
Always a pleasure.